Yo, 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 what is going on? Of course, it's your host, Consciouztv, and this is another riveting episode on the CTV platform. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, amazing, loving, prosperous, godly, pure of heart, enriching, grateful, community-filled Saturday. Oh, yes, God, I do wish and hope that that is exactly what you are experiencing. I want to say hello to everyone in the comment section. What's going on, T. Trisha? What's going on, baby? What's going on, Amanda? Hi, Deanna. What is going on? Girl, we got some things to get into. What's going on, Incognito? Yes, you caught a live, honey. What is going on, sugars? Okay. We got a few things to get into, child. You know, as long as social media exists, you know, bloggers and commentators will have content for days because these poor privileged celebrity folk just gonna keep on opening their mouth and they're gonna always say and do things that are completely and utterly insane. So they are going to feed and feed and feed the children for eons and eons to go. You know, celebrities ain't had it this bad during the pre-social media era, okay? Because we didn't have to listen to these people really talk a lot, except when they had a movie, you know, to produce, or a movie they were starring in, or they had a record they were promoting, or they had music that was coming out, you know. But now social media, you know, it didn't open up the skeletons, girl. So, you know, we're going to be eating, girl, in this new era, girl. These celebrity hoes are going to be feeding us. So you guys probably already know what we're here to talk about. But before I even get into that commentary, I want to say hello again to everybody coming into the comment section. Okay, everybody coming into the stream, please share the stream out, you guys. Okay, can you guys hear me now? It's not the cable, it is StreamYard. Literally, if you're not a content creator, you wouldn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. My cable and my Wi-Fi is fine. StreamYard is just a bitch ass motherfucker. And all content creators are having an issue with StreamYard right now. So you guys let me know, okay, you guys can hear me now. Okay, so I might be getting kicked out again and again and again and again. I don't know how StreamYard, you know, I don't know what it's going to do. So it's StreamYard. I was on another content creators platform this week, and everybody who I know who've been using StreamYard been having some type of motherfucking issue. Okay, so with no further ado, girl, I woke up today. Okay, I had a cleaning spirit on me. So I shouldn't have even had woke up. I still should have been comatose technically, because I stayed up last night watching movies. I didn't go to bed till like 8 a.m. Then I got up at 1 p.m. and then I just had this strong cleaning spirit on me. So I got to cleaning out my closet and dragging all type of bodies out of that shit, you know, for breathing and throwing Ajax and shit every damn where. I just had a strong cleaning spirit in me. So I've been up in here just getting my whole life off of this spring cleaning. So I guess it's on time. But nonetheless, okay, let's get into Sharon Osbourne, Sheryl Underwood, Piers Morgan, and Meghan motherfucking Markle. Okay, who would have ever known that this interview, girl, would have turned the world upside down? Like, this interview with Harry and Meghan Markle with Oprah has literally given birth to a lot of shit. That's how I know. This is how I know that Meghan and Harry was telling the damn truth, because even the vibration of their testimony created hell. That's how I know they're really going through hell. That's how I know everything said and everything expressed and everything testified, okay, by Harry and by Meghan is true, bitch, because law of attraction latched on to that shit and got Piers Morgan acting a goddamn fool. This bitch done got his ass fired. Sharon Osbourne losing all of her white woman goddamn privilege, baby. I'm like, girl, why is all this destruction, hell, and brimstone? Why is this so apocalyptic, bitch? Like, it's so apocalyptic, girl. I think Oprah need to run for cover right now, bitch. Like, you actually had these people on your goddamn platform, girl. You might secure the bank, secure the credit, girl. Like, because there is something connected, girl. There's something connected to what the hell is being testified to. Okay, so y'all can hear me good. I got to get 8 hours of sleep or I can't deal, baby. I am here for it, James. Yep, I hear you cleaning out closets. I hear ring my forgot. Okay, so good. So let's get into it. So Piers Morgan, right? Piers Morgan was on his show, Good Morning Britain, and the situation with Meghan came up and her claims about racism and that leading to, you know, a mental and emotional collapse that could have resulted in her committing suicide. Piers Morgan's response to that was he wouldn't believe Meghan if she read him a weather report, okay? So that particular show on Good Morning Britain actually received 41,000 complaints against Piers Morgan's behavior toward Meghan Markle. This was the most complaint episode of Good Morning Britain since Piers Morgan's presence on the show. Okay, 41,000, including one from Meghan Markle herself. Okay, now the next show resorted in his co-star Alex Beresford dragging the living everlasting shit out of his ass for his insensitivity due to Meghan curving his ass and never looking back, leaving Piers to have resentment toward Meghan ever since. Now, I just want to shout out Alex. Oh, yes, God. I want to shout out Alex because you a real nigga. Alex, whoever you are, I don't know you, baby. I have never laid a single eyeball on you, but I just want to give you your roses because that was fucking epic. Could you imagine your own co-star calling you out on your shit and then using anecdotal evidence, okay, to really put the context of why your ratchet, raggedy ass is so pressed over this damn woman? And it's because she curved your ass harder and faster than Kim Burrell curves a plate of vegetables, bitch. And you have just not been able to let up off this biracial woman since. So I just want to shout out to Alex, okay? And can y'all still hear me while y'all in the comment section, okay? I just got to check in every now and again to make sure y'all can hear the kid. Oh, yes. Okay, yes, because Alex is biracial too. So Alex already knew what the fuck time it was. He already knew what time it was because he's a mixed race man himself. Now, Pierce storming off in a goddamn white privilege hissy fit, either resorted in him being fired or him stepping down. There's kind of some mixed thought about that. I don't know what you guys would have believed, but nonetheless, bitch, he's no longer the good in Morning Britain. Okay? So now, Miss Osbourne calls herself, okay, wanting to defend Morgan on Twitter. So let me quote her. Let me quote her real quick. Like, let me quote her. Okay. After he made his remarks and he stormed off, he was checked by his co-star. Miss Sharon tweeted, Piers Morgan, I am with you. I stand by you. People forget that you're paid for your opinion and that you're just speaking your truth. Okay. Before we go any further, I just want to say this. Because it's going to be some unpopular opinions in this commentary. And then it's going to be some predictable opinion in this commentary too. I am going to agree with Sharon Osbourne on the fact that you're a commentator. You gave your opinion. I stand by you. As a liberal myself, and I don't do titles or labels because I have conservative views and I have liberal views, but I will say, yes, I am all for freedom of speech, because freedom of speech does not mean that you are free from critique. So I am fine with anyone saying whatever problematic, insensitive, wild, gaslighting shit they want to say out of their mouth, because I have the same right, okay, to drag your ass in response of those statements or to check your ass in response to those statements. And I'm fine with that balance. I'm fine with what's good for the goose being good for the gander, okay? So if Piers Morgan felt like, look, I've had my own experience with this woman, I can't take anything she says at face value, I wouldn't believe her ass if she read me a weather report. Fine. Okay? That's your fucking opinion. Do I agree that you should be per se canceled? I feel like if people don't like it, people shouldn't listen anymore. That fucking simple. If people felt so pressed about that, perfectly fine. It wasn't an explicit statement. He just let it be known that Meghan Markle has no credibility for whatever reason. But Alex cleared that up for us. Why he believes that. And it's because you really press like panini bread and you holding all this internalized resentment toward this woman who chose a better, bigger dick man than you. And it's okay, Morgan. It certainly is okay. So Sharon goes on to say that, okay, that she stands behind her friend. He gets paid to give his opinion. He just spoke his truth. That's what it was. Then Sharon got dragged like hell, okay? She got dragged from here to Timbuktu, from heaven to hell to purgatory, and then back again was the resurrection, okay? Now, this resorted in Cheryl, who is her co-star on, what is it? The Talk, The View, The Angle, like what it is, The Symmetry, whatever the hell the shows are, girl. But you know, they're co-stars. Her black co-star Sheryl Underwood, comedian Sheryl Underwood. Okay, put that respect on her name. That she questioned Cheryl and said, how do you feel, Cheryl, about the public perceiving you as racist and or validating Morgan's insensitivity toward Meghan Markle? Now for me, this is just for me. Okay, The Talk. That's right, The Talk. This is just for me. The ultimate proof that Meghan had a fake bump during her pregnancy. You know what? My God. Father God. You know what? I can't get into that. Suzanne. Hi, Style by Stevie. What's going on, baby? Oh my God. The ultimate proof that Meghan had a fake baby bump. A baby bump. Father God. Okay. So here's my issue, right? What nobody, because I will say I'm not a reactive person unless something is like if it's explicitly clear to me what's going on, I will then have have a quick time response. But in this situation, I wasn't able to be quick to react like a lot of people on social media did because it wasn't clear to me what the fuck was going on. I did not understand how Piers Morgan's comments, which like were related, like how Piers Morgan saying he doesn't believe her was treated as explicit racism. And then I didn't understand how Sharon's commentary or her defending her friend's freedom of speech, which she made clear that is what she was defending, was I'm defending his right to say his opinion. If he doesn't believe her because he has his own history with her, fine, whatever. At the end of the day, it's his job. Boom. Okay. Now that's what I initially was confused about. But as I thought about why this looks the way that it does to us as Black people, I was able to say, oh, okay. Even though that it wasn't explicitly stated, I'm now, piecing together the drama here. Mm-hmm. Oh, Sharon said that, not Cheryl. Girl, all these Cheryls, Karens, girl, y'all know what it gives. Y'all know what the hell it gives, okay? You know what the hell it gives, sugar. Okay, work with me now. This is a free service now. This free. It's a free service, girl. If I interchanging goddamn names, y'all know what the hell I'm talking. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Work with the motherfucking kid here. Can we discuss how Meghan willful ignorance about the royals played a part in this situation? Yes, we can. Shadow Boss, we sure can. Because we're going to get to that. So I didn't understand it at first. I'm like, okay, well, like what's going on? But then Cheryl started calling out Sharon, and it was white woman down. It was white woman down, okay? Sharon lost her motherfucking wig. What do you mean? What? How can I be racist? I am 60 years of age. How can I be racist? I haven't lived this far. I have not sucked Ozzy Osbourne dick for this long to be the bitch that I am just so that I can be labeled as racist in the end of my days. And I was like, okay, girl, peel back. It seems like you're having like a moment with your age and not necessarily with being called racism. To me, girl, it seems that you're clear about this being your last of days, girl. And you just want to spend the last of your God-given moments on the earth in peace and without the drama, girl. But you somehow, girl, start projecting onto Miss Sheryl, honey, who does have the wherewithal and God-gifted ability to drag the everlasting shit out of you, seeing that she is certainly a stand-up comedian, okay? And then she went on to pile into that white privilege even more, like, how dare you cry? If anyone should be upset, it should be me. I am having a total white woman moment, and this is about me. And Cheryl was just sitting there, like, being diplomatic between keeping her job and just literally leaping through the air, dislodging all 210 pounds of her cellulite through the atmosphere and completely avalanching Sharon's body with all of that good juicy melanin and smothering this damn hoe to death. I just know for sure that Miss Cheryl was contemplating killing this hoe on set in front of 4.7 million motherfuckers, or keeping my check for another goddamn day. See, when a black woman is that calm and got her hands clasped together, and she's completely still and professional while she's being yelled at by a bitch who ain't even her superior, it is because she is contemplating her livelihood versus a life sentence in prison, bitch. That's what's actually happening, girl. That is what was happening, honey. The contemplation between another day, another dollar, and Skid Row, bitch. Skid motherfucking Row. That's what was happening. So Cheryl is just having a whole goddamn seizure, baby. Seizuring completely out of her damn mind. And I thought Cheryl's response, first of all, it was spot on, and it was also sad, because we got some things to get into. So I'm gonna talk to you about why it was sad. It was beautiful because I loved every motherfucking thing about Cheryl's controlled demeanor, and in her knowing that, bitch, I don't have to rely on emotionalism. I don't have to rely on a high-pitched voice. I am clear-cut and 10 toes down, and knowing that the truth is going to set all of us free up in this motherfucker. And the truth alone is going to do that. I ain't got to put no extra spin on a goddamn thing. Because what I'm about to say is going to touch and agree with your motherfucking soul, which is why Sharon issued out that motherfucking that half-ass apology after, okay, the talk, the angle, the perspective, whatever the hell it's called. Even though she did not direct that apology directly to Cheryl, which was really deserving. So when Cheryl told her, look, I believe we're friends. Maybe not so much after today, bitch, because you done gave me some shit to think about. But as of today, girl, up until this moment, girl, we're friends. And racism is not just in explicit racist, demeaning rhetoric, like calling a black person the N-word, okay? Or explicitly stating no blacks allowed, or segregating the water fountains, but it's in the nuance as well, and the subtleties of non-black people being dismissive of black and biracial testimonies and personal experiences of discrimination. It's the quick to response to dismiss what a biracial or a melanated person is stating about their experience in their body in the all-white world and society that they exist within. I said, oh my God, that was beautiful. Beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. Spot on. And right there, Cheryl, you know, Sharon's child, her attitude, girl, was still given. She was still giving raised eyebrow Botox tease. Okay, but them tears started drying the fuck up as Cheryl kept putting the anointing on that shit. And it almost seemed that she almost was blaming Cheryl for even entertaining these thoughts about her potential to be racist, which wasn't even Cheryl's own personal views, but that was just what the feedback from the American folk was. Now, what I found sad about Cheryl's attitude is because even though she had the ability to be a complete adult woman and a working professional in that situation that so many of us would have went to jail over, it also was really reminiscent of watching Kamala Harris during the vice presidential debates, and how Donald Trump has been able to act a plum fool in all of his debates, going as far back to him debating Hillary to him having to war off and ultimately lose to Joe Biden. But that Donald Trump has been able to move around the stage like he was fucking Beyonce at Coachella. He's been able to be completely fucking performative, even though he is a man and represents the highest position in the land, which is the Oval Office. But how it seemed to us that Kamala Harris, who was being gaslit by her opponent during the debates, made sure she went out of her way to be as poised as possible because she didn't want to slip and slide into the classic, this is just a mad black fucking woman. This is just woman showing that she's not able to lead because she's emotional. This is just black woman always finding something to be angry about because she's always fucking angry. And it was sad to watch Kamala Harris have to be mindful of that, because what women are having to be mindful of is something completely false. That is just patriarchal rhetoric to keep women in their fucking place and to justify misogyny and sexism by shaming women about having emotional range, by shaming women about having emotional depth, and then saying that this is why women should be out of other spaces and should not be in men's spaces because they have emotional range. And so when I saw Sheryl, also this was a black woman knowing that she's about to exist within an all-white infrastructure. So having to be mindful of her womanness and her blackness, and Sheryl Underwood was giving me the same tease. She was giving me the same motherfucking tease where I felt Sheryl knew if I act a goddamn fool, I'm going to play into all of the urban legends about white people, and white people are going to punish me for being authentic in this moment. So let me make sure that I'm in control. Let me make sure I don't raise my voice. Let me make sure I cross my hand and make it completely clear that I am speaking from the context of love toward this white woman who is my friend. I am not a threatening, dark-skinned woman. I am not a gorilla bitch. I am not a out-of-control monkey. I am not animalistic. I am a dark-skinned, fat, black woman in a confrontation with a white woman, and I know I have to be completely palatable and digestible and non-threatening, and it made me cringe so fucking bad to watch Sheryl have to be that fucking mindful, have to be that in control just so that she could avoid the witch hunt, not only from the white community, but she could avoid the witch hunt from the black males community who are looking for black women to act the fool so that they can cape for the white bitch who is devouring, demeaning, disrespecting, disregarding, completely weaponizing white woman privilege shit against black women. So now you got black women like Sheryl having to be mindful of all of those intersections, all of that bullshit. And I just wanted to jump through the screen and just snatch her up, pull her into me, and then I wanted to throw a grenade onto the set. Oh yes, I did. And just do away with the whole thing. That's what I wanted to do. But I appreciate Sheryl's temperedness, because what it did was fully expose Sharon Osbourne for what she is. Now, I'm going to say this about Sharon. I don't believe Sharon is a racist. I believe that Sharon is just elitist. And not even elitist, privilege. Privilege. Sharon is privileged. I have watched Sharon over the years. That energy, because Sharon naturally has this kind of maternal energy about herself. If you have not been following Sharon Osbourne, you wouldn't know this. But if you peel back on season 2 of VH1's Charm School, where they was doing the Rock of Love Charm School, and Sharon was the head mistress in charge, Sharon kept that same energy that she gave to Sheryl. She gave it to all them white hoes. It was one motherfucking elimination with ironically, with the white girl named Meghan. I don't know if you guys remember Meghan from Rock of Love. She also had her little spinoff called Meghan the Millionaire, or Meghan Wants to Date a Millionaire, or some shit. Like, it was all of that. But Sharon was about to beat this bitch ass, baby. When I tell you, Sharon has never just been here for what she felt was the foolishness. She's just never been here. She will, what I will say is that she will keep that same energy. Black or motherfucking white. Black or motherfucking white. I've seen her press the gas on white bitches. So Sharon, you know, that I can give her that. But when Sharon was stating, teach me, educate me, teach me. I'm a white woman in distress. Teach me. I'm a white woman. Help me. Save me. Rescue me. There was some feedback from the Black community about how they ain't about to educate a goddamn thing. So let's talk about educating white people real quick. And this is where unpopular opinion. I do believe that it is our job to educate ignorant people of all kinds, whether those ignorant people are sexist, racist, privileged, homophobic, transphobic. I do believe in corrective measure. I believe that all students require teachers. So I also want to say this too. It is very clear when somebody is not interested in being educated. But with us knowing that racism is not just in calling Black people niggas and porch monkeys, but that racism is systemic, and that there is a privilege that all white people inherit, irregardless of them being aware of that privilege, does require some initiative on our end to make white people aware of their privilege. Because what you have to understand about people who have privilege is they are naturally in a blind spot. You know how you have a blind spot in your rearview mirror where you can't see the other car right to the left of you that's right on your ass because it's in your blind spot? Privileged people have a blind spot. And without you honking the horn and telling a white bitch to get over, metaphorically speaking, telling a homophobic bitch to get over, metaphorically speaking, without you initiating the horn honking to get them to be aware that they scooting over out of their lane, that they moving over into your shit, that they too close for comfort, I don't know how the fuck we expect people to correct or see what we see if we already saying you by default of your privilege don't see it, and to add insult to injury, I'm not willing to teach you or point it out to you. It doesn't make sense to me. Not to me, it does not. Now, I can also completely understand that there are people who are, I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you, Lauren, for the Cash App, baby. Thank you, baby mama. Thank you, girl. Thank you, baby. You know, but at the same time, I don't believe that all minority people I don't believe we have a responsibility to teach, right? Like, it's not an obligation. But I feel like if you don't want to teach, don't teach. But also don't act like not teaching is illogical. Also, don't act like not teaching don't act like teaching someone is illogical. Don't also act like making somebody aware of what you can see they're not aware of is a bad thing, and that the people who will call your ass out or even take the time to point you in the right direction in terms of you front running your own education about these issues is a bad thing. If you don't want to teach, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But I know for me and mine, I'm teaching. I'm teaching every motherfucker I get an opportunity to teach. When people saw that 10-hour live I did with Jay Lethal on the issue of sexuality and gender identity, bitch, and we was on from sun up to sun goddamn down, you damn right I was at the teaching table for 10 hours. Okay? Oh, yes, I was. Oh, yes, God, I was. When I was asked to be on Jody's Corner week before last, who is a cis hetero man who has a cis hetero panel to talk about gender identity and sexuality, you damn right I wanted to teach. Because I don't know how the hell we supposed to become enlightened if we deny the students of the teachers. Knowledge creates empowerment. People are perishing for a lack of knowledge. That also includes the privileged. The privileged have no incentive, no need. They have nothing in their reality that creates a check and balance of their privilege except our critique. Our critique. You can't know what you're doing. And what my experience is of your privilege, my experience is of your authority, my experience is of your emotional violence, my experience is of your mental violence if I'm on silent. If I'm on silent. So you goddamn right. When it comes to me, oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes, God. Are we gonna teach, baby? Are we gonna teach? Are we gonna teach, baby? Oh yes, we are. So I believe in teaching and teachable moments. So now here's the thing, right? Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen when you also don't teach. I want you to. Okay, so Miriam said, if at 68 years old you need to be educated, you would never be educated. See, but that's the thing. That's what we keep leaving out of the pot, Texas Queen, is that we're just now living in this lucid woke ass society. That means that white people haven't even had to be aware up until this era in time, because black people are just now again deciding to press the gas on racism. You know, collectively we take our breaks. We do some civil rights shit, we rally behind some shit, we get some things done, then we take a goddamn break. Then we come back, then we take a break, and we come back. And so we're coming back again to finish what our predecessors started, where they stopped at. And so white people are in a perpetual state of falling asleep behind the wheel, of becoming unconscious again and again and again and again and again. And so now that we've woke up this time and we got our foot on white folk neck, I suggest that we keep it there. I suggest we don't go on vacation again until our shift is completely over. Because that's really the only way to counteract privilege, is through a consistent system of accountability. Accountability. We need accountability. So if I were a white person, right, I'm going to go on record and say this. I'm happy I'm not white. But if I was white, I think it's logical to assume that I would be just as ignorant too. Like, if I'm a all-American white person living in the world, I've had a decent upbringing, come from a decent family, and I've been raised to treat all people well. I haven't been taught anything unique about blackness other than there are just people of other races that I live amongst, and I'm to be respectful of them. And then I grow up to be an all-white American male or female, and I'm going on about my life. I'm assuming that black people just not getting what they need because they ain't working hard, or because the same rules that apply to me when I lose something applies to them. Like, if I didn't get the job because somebody was simply better at it, I'm just going to assume that's also why black people not getting the position, or that's why black people not that. I'm just assuming that the same motherfucking rules of engagement apply. And so I can see from a place of empathy how it's easy for good intended white people to be completely unaware of what the fuck the real reality is with black people, because black people are the ones who experience that reality. White people create that reality, but black people experience that reality. And I can see non-racist white people being completely fucking clueless and being like, oh my God, like I just didn't know. I just didn't know that your black ass didn't get a job because your ass was black. I thought it was just because, Sally over here just had a better, she just had a better degree. I just, thought it came down to natural, selection. Just, it's like, how the fuck are, because I now I ain't even talking about racist white people who know what they're doing. I'm talking about the self-proclaimed good intended white people of America who feel completely duped and lost and confused and are always getting their ass into some trouble because they by default are ignorant about the way this system is designed and set up for black folk. And they're just assuming that the reasons for white tragedy are the same reasons for black tragedy. The same reasons for white poverty are the same reasons for black poverty. The same reason for white violence are the same reasons for black violence. And let's be also clear, anything that don't per se have anything to do with you, you're not going to naturally go out of your way to be educated on. Like, women's issues mean more to women than those issues mean to men, because there are women's issues. Like, LGBT issues obviously are going to mean more to LGBT folk because they're LGBT issues. And so to whom it applies is whom is always going to have the most awareness about what's going on, and also be the most passionate and self-initiating about educating and become aware of those disparities and injustices. Cheryl, stop calling that lady your friend. I agree. Well, okay, so let's get further into it, child. I done got preachy. Let me go on through my notes. Okay, so here it is, right? Okay, so white people, don't say nobody teaching y'all, because I'm about to put y'all up on game. I'm finna do the teaching right here, okay? I'm about to help y'all out. Y'all say y'all students, y'all want teacher? Bitch, let's teach. Matter of fact, let's rewind the goddamn tape back a little bit here. Let's rewind the tape back here. They just need to listen. I agree, CJJ. Sharon is just a co-worker now, and I let her ask. Okay, so every moment. Okay, so this is where Piers Morgan fucked up at, right? Piers, I want to go back to him before I speed back up again. Piers Morgan fucked up because he took a very serious moment and decided to throw a typical dig at a woman he's been holding resentment towards because they never became a couple, and she chose somebody else over him. Okay, so he fucked up when he used one of the like, racism is a hot topic right now. It's a hot topic. These are not the opportune moments, okay, to take personal digs at black and biracial folk, okay? Because you're going to get yourself in a world of fucking trouble. So what he did was miss the fucking moment. He missed the motherfucking moment, and they chewed his ass off about it, okay? At the end of the day, Piers Morgan didn't really give a fuck about nothing other than, oh, here this bitch name comes up again. Let me be petty. I don't give a damn whether she claiming rape. I don't give a damn whether she claiming racism. I don't give a damn what she claiming, because I'm a petty ass British motherfucking man, completely pressed and immature and in my motherfucking feelings. And I'm deaf tone as fuck, which is why I think it's appropriate to have this type of response, especially in the context of the claims being made and the impact of her and her family's mental health due to what they are alleging. It was a missed moment. Now, if I were Piers Morgan and I didn't like a bitch who came up in the news, and in this situation they a victim, you know what I would have said? I just would have said God bless, or I would have said I refuse to comment. So he missed the moment. Maybe his white-skinned privilege, along with the fact that he just a petty ass nigga and don't like this woman, all culminated in him missing the motherfucking moment. Oh well, Piers Morgan, okay? I already said I believe in freedom of speech, so I believe that people should be able to say what the hell they gotta say, because I want to say what the hell I gotta say. And you can say it, and you know what? I can critique it. I feel like that's motherfucking fair. Now back, scooting up to Sharon. Let me see here. Okay, so Sharon going on this spiel about, she loves the black community, and the black community is loves her, and she loves them, and she's always got a lot of support, from black folk, etc. I don't like when white people go this route with trying to create this air that they're not racist. Here's what I think white people should do. Really, if you really want to girl, I'm giving the secrets of the kingdom away. If y'all really want to curve I'm not racist, you don't have to bring up your love for your hypothetical love for the black community, or the fact that you got black friends, or the fact that you got Jay-Z and 2 Chainz music on your playlist. What I would do if I were white and somehow, for whatever reason, this controversy behind being labeled as racist came up, I feel like the only appropriate response is, I am not racist because I believe in the socio, political, and economic liberation and freedom of all people. I feel like that's the only, if white people had to say something to try to, melt away this air of racism over them, that this is the only thing that could be remotely balanced enough. And I would honestly prefer that versus I have black friends. Because I'm going to tell you what the issue is, white people, with y'all always using the black, I got black friends, I love the black community, I date interracially is the issue. The issue with that, white people, why it's never going to work for black people, is because you have to understand, even the most racist of white people have never had any issue with proximity to black bodies. White slave masters had black overseers. Black slave masters had black cooks in their kitchen. Black racist slave owners had Black people as nannies, nursing their white children, breastfeeding their white children, while at the same time, white people created narratives about Black people being 1/3 human, Black people being non-human, but while at the same time raping Black women, having sex with Black women and Black men, while also allowing Black people all up and through their homes and to provide for their families. So you as a white person saying, I have Black friends, I have Black, so did white slave owners. So that's not a measurement of your non-racism. Like that's why it's not appropriate and it falls flat. White racist people, like his history bears it out that even the most extreme of white racists have had intimate proximity to Black people, even Black slaves, giving them positions of power on the plantation. And once again, allowing them to be personal servants. Because you really got to trust a motherfucker that you're saying is 1/3 goddamn human and is a fucking animal, but you allow them to cook, put their hands and feet in food and serve that shit to your ass and to your children and to your wives. So we know that even white racists didn't believe the ideologies that they projected onto the Black community, but they used those ideologies to justify why Black people should be slaves. But white racist people never actually believed that shit. Because if they actually believed that shit, they would not have had Black people doing the things for them that they had them doing. This is how full of shit white racist folk are. They never believed any of that shit. But they weaponized those thoughts, weaponized those social narratives in order to justify the mistreatment and enslavement of our Black asses. So please stop, white folk, with I got Black friends, I can't be fucking racist. Okay, just stop it already. Now, where am I? Still being due to Black people with the race. Okay, I said that already. Okay, a mixed woman's experience. Blah, blah, blah. Already did. Oh, okay. So Sharon Osbourne. Here's the other thing, right? This is what I want good white people to hear, okay? You racist motherfucker, we just waiting for y'all to die. I ain't got no words for actual racist white folk. I'm gonna tell you my category of white people. There are like racist white people, and then there are privileged white people. Now we're living in a system right now where we kind of like lump them all together, but I do think that it is important to discern and distinguish these categories, because conscious white racism is not the same as white privilege. White privileged people actually can and do have genuine love for all people. The issue is they just don't understand their privilege. The issue is they're just ignorant of how they benefit from a system that was created by their white forefathers. This does not necessarily mean that white privileged people have some innate intentional separatist, unloving attitude toward non-white persons. Non-privileged white people are beautiful people, are sane people, are communal people, but when it comes to the issue of privilege, they are ignorant. And honest, good, privileged white people, once they become aware of that privilege, are always here for the conversations and the teaching and the correction. They become interested in dismantling and being aware and mindful of their privilege and using that privilege to elevate non-privileged people. They become aware of now, okay, now I understand what you're saying. And now they can also see it in their other white peers and challenge and correct racist or privilege ness in their white counterparts. I have white people in my life who were completely deaf and dumb on the issues of their privilege. I know these white people are nice folk, civil folk, open up their door and heart to any goddamn body. I've seen them. All love matters. All love matters. I've seen their all love matters ass in action. But that privilege is what they didn't understand. They didn't understand it. And now I watch a lot of them be self-initiative when it comes to doing so. CBS trying to pull this card like we are going to let this slide and just let the whole thing die down. Well, Piers Morgan is fired or stepped down. I don't know what's going to happen to Sharon. She's a privileged white woman, probably not going to be reprimanded, especially since Sheryl called this white woman her friend, and that's probably going to pacify any potential consequence that maybe could have came from CBS or came from the fucking network, because I think that the network would have done whatever Sheryl wanted, and which is why I'm going to say this too. Oh, she's under investigation. Okay, so she's under investigation right now. So they about to figure it the fuck out. All the Sheryl Underwoods in the world. This includes all of our black asses. This is actually the time to show your ass. This is the time now. See, Sheryl, even though she did well by being in control, she actually could have got away with checking Sharon's ass in the typical roll of the neck, let me tell you something, who the hell you think you talking to ass way? Because now, because these issues are so heightened and there's so much sensitivity about racial issues, okay? They're not even going to fire black people for checking racism because that would even look racist. See, if Cheryl would have acted a plum fool all over Sharon's ass, as much as Sharon might have wanted Cheryl to not have a goddamn job, the network would have known, hell no. Because if we let her fucking go, the witch hunt gonna be on our asses, and it's gonna look completely racist if we get rid of Cheryl's ass. So I feel like this is the perfect time now for black people to not be scared of losing their job. If you own a job, I don't give a damn whether it's the view, the talk, the angle, or the goddamn perspective, or it's being a greeter at Walmart or at Lizard Sticket or at motherfucking Olive Garden, okay? When your white counterpart start acting up on you on the job, all you gotta do is throw out a little thread. That's all. You just gotta say, you know what? I wonder how the local news would feel about this. And watch shit move around. I wonder what CBS News would think about this. Oh, watch shit move around, baby. Watch it move around. Oh, I wonder what Fox News would think about this going on here. Oh, baby, watch you get all type of goddamn raises, baby. You ain't gonna never have a motherfucking issue, ho. See, we can weaponize our motherfucking blackness. Nah, baby. You get to telling them hoes you gonna talk to ESPN, CBN, the Animal Goddamn Planet, bitch, the History Channel girl, that you gonna tell it all. White people are shooketh right now. They're shooketh at how fragile their whiteness is becoming as a result of black people keeping their foot on white people's necks. And let me tell you what's beautiful about this. I used to tell our people, our black people, when they will always talk a lot of shit about all the power the LGBT community got. Oh, you can't even say shit about them sissies no more. You can't even say shit about them damn punks no more. You can't, every time you want to go to say something, bitch, you got to be getting fired and sued. You can't even talk about them goddamn homosexuals no damn more. Baby, when black people was pressed, girl, that they couldn't carry on no more. I told black folk, I said, look, the only thing you got to do, and the only thing we got to do to have that same power in the black community regarding racism, is be just as relentless and consistent in our grievances and our absolute intolerance of racism. That's all the queer community did. All the queer community did, all the LGBTQIA did to move up on the social ladder is they kept their foot on any motherfucking body who remotely sounded homophobic, who remotely sounded transphobic. That's all they did, was make an example out of every motherfucking body, and people got tired of having to defend themselves. Networks got tired of having to defend themselves. Celebrities got tired of being scrutinized for their anti-attitudes toward queer people. And so I am happy and elated to see us as a black people finally getting back to business and keeping our foot. And our foot need to stay on the gas. This is where our power is going to be. It's raising hell all day, every day, 12 hours out of the day, 24 motherfucking 7 each week, every month, every 6 months, every year, bitch, every decade, every goddamn cycle and season is raising consistent fucking hell. That's all. That's all, baby. That's all we got to do. Keep raising hell, baby. Keep raising motherfuckers hell. Motherfuckers that get tired of letting anything come out their motherfucking mouth toward black people, knowing that they asked to be canceled, knowing that they asked to be fired, knowing that they asked, okay, will be given their pink slips. People would get tired of being dragged online and being let go of. They get sick of it. Sick of it. And America is all business. So do you know what America loves more than white privilege? America loves coin. And even the most racist of institutions don't think that nothing is worth losing goddamn money over, bitch. So even the most racist of institutions will create a check and balance system of accountability as it relates to their own fucking privilege and discriminative attitudes. Once they know that clicks and views will slow down, that viewership will slow down, other companies and sponsors will pull out because they don't need that type of heat. They don't need that to be connected to their brand. That's why you see all these brands becoming inclusive. Nike, BET, etc. You're seeing all these fucking companies now try to be progressive. Burger King, we're trying to dismantle sexism and invite and motivate more female chefs. Like, that's why you're seeing all these brands now opening themselves up, trying to go more general, because the heat is on their motherfucking ass. So we are moving in the right direction, at least on raising hell. We need to keep raising hell the way that the LGBT rose hell again and again and again and again and again until the boat broke. Until it broke. Okay? Let me see here. If white people don't want to be labeled as racist, okay, I already said dead. Social liberation, blah, blah, blah. You can have black friends. Okay, I already said that. So I know that Shadow Blogs, I want to comment this. Hey, what's going on, Nubian? She said, can we discuss how Meghan willful ignorance about the royals played a part in this situation? So you know what? This came up on the gentleman's panel, which I want you guys go check out the last gentleman's panel. We had a great conversation, but this came up on the gentleman's panel. My attitude was this, the shadow blog. I feel like you know, like look, I'm a realistic person, right? I'm not like, I don't live in la la land, you know, like I don't live in the motherfucking spirit world. I don't live in a cartoon reality. You know, I'm a real life person who's looking at things as much as I can from a realistic context. And so when I'm thinking about Meghan Markle's ignorance, okay, first of all, there's some things that I think are problematic with that sentiment. Not that that's your sentiment, the shadow blog, but this came up on the gentleman's panel too. What I don't like about Meghan's willful ignorance about the royals played a part in this is putting the onus on Meghan is another way of dismissing the wicked, evil, corrupted behavior and ways of the royals, or of racists, or of like, you can just insert anybody there. I think that there's a dismissive undertone in putting the onus on the victim. Like, oh, you should have known better. Maybe I should have, maybe I did. It still does not dismiss or say anything less about the emotional, psychological, spiritual, and mental violence that I endured. Now, from another perspective, I can because if I'm Meghan and I done met this man and I love him, and he got good dick. He got good white dick. You know, to be a white boy, he got good white dick. You know, for a white boy, he got 2 extra inches on it, taking him out of that average white male penis statistic, okay? He giving me some good white dick that on a good night, I'm able to believe is black dick on a good night, okay? So I'm falling in love with this damn man. You know, I'm having a good time with this damn man. You know, he whining and dining me. Not to mention that the nigga is a whole fucking prince. Now, what princess gonna turn down a goddamn prince? And you know, every goddamn woman has been conditioned to see herself as Cinderella. That every woman has been conditioned to see herself as a princess. Ain't that what y'all daddy's been telling y'all since y'all been yay high, that you are goddamn princess? So what woman is about to, in reality, forfeit her once in a lifetime opportunity to be with a whole real life prince? And this is a mixed race woman at that. This is about racial woman at that. Oh God, oh yes. Oh yeah. So I can see her meeting this man with everything he comes with, and how rare she feels it is just to even be in a position to inherit the throne and experience all this glamour and that comes. Now, see, for me, I'm gonna give Meghan this because I believe she really loves Harry. All of the royal shit, all of him being the prince was just that's just what came. Oh shit. Sorry, I got a call. That's just what came with the man that I love. But that's not the reason I love him. But that's just what happens, girl. Like, I can't help it. If the nigga I fell in love with happens to be a quadruple quadrillionaire, bitch. Okay? Can't help it, girl. I can't help it if the nigga that I'm fucking in love with just happens to own all white people. Okay, in Britain, bitch. I can't help that, girl. I can't help it, girl. Okay? So, but some would say, well, hey, bitch. Nah, ain't no way in hell she ain't know that this system was corrupted. Ain't no way the hell she ain't know what had happened to Diana Ross. Not Diana Ross, bitch. I about to call Princess Diana Ross. But you know what? Today she gonna be Princess Diana Ross. There ain't no way in hell she ain't know what the hell had happened to Princess Diana Ross. She had to know. And now she up in here sitting in front of our big curly hair sister in Christ, Oprah Winfrey, trying to play the damn victim. Trying to play the damn victim. Like she ain't been all up, like she ain't doxed this damn man and know what the hell was going on. Let me tell you this, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. I know what happened to Princess Diana Ross, bitch. Bitch, I done seen the Netflix docuseries, bitch. I done watched all of the conspiracy videos, girl, on the princess, bitch. And I still would have married the nigga. I still would have married that nigga. Bitch, I done seen how corrupted it is on the other side of the mountain, bitch. And I still would have got on my horse and carriage, girl, and sat right on over there and prayed to God for a better day. Bitch, it might have been Princess Diana, but what I gonna assume is God got something better for me, baby. Shit, you know all the lies I would have told myself? I would have said, bitch, that's her karma. That's Princess Diana Ross karma, girl. Girl, I'm a Christian girl. I got my shit together, girl. God got something better for me in this reality. I can't judge what's gonna happen to me based upon what happened to Princess Diana Ross. Oh, yes, God, these are the things I would have told myself to marry the man that I love, who happened to be a goddamn prince who owns all white people in Britain. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure woulda went right on through with the relationship. Sure woulda, bitch. Woulda went right on through with the marriage and woulda got right on Oprah. Woulda got right on Arsenio Hall and cried all my crocodile tears to y'all. Sure woulda. Mm-hmm. So I don't think she I don't think she was willfully ignorant. I think she saw the drama and the controversy connected to the family. But you know, if you are a decent human being, if you really are a just and fair human being, I think a fair person could have genuinely given the benefit of a doubt, regardless of the dramatics of the controversy and the things alleged by tabloid, by media, by witnesses, etc. Because ultimately, I have to believe that Meghan wasn't after the royal shit more so than she was focused on the man she was in love with. And I'm a very hard lover. I'm somebody, when I love, I love. And I think about plenty of times in my life where I knew people had fucked up families. I knew people, you know, came from fucked up systems, but I didn't let that stop me from going forth with the person out of that system who I felt was really worth my time and worth my love and worth my energy. Now, when all the hell would manifest, the only thing I can say maybe is that I'm not surprised, but it still doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. And so even if somewhere in Meghan, she was aware that, you know what, to marry this man and to take all of the baggage that can potentially come with him, this could go real left for me or real right for me. I think, yeah, within reason, she probably was reasonable and maybe made some room. But like all women, women are deeply hopeful. And it's something natural in women that makes them, maybe because they're the feminine principle, that just makes them so deeply atoning. Because women atone for a lot. Women atone for the flaws and the sins of their men. Women atone for the sins and the flaws of their children. Women atone for the sins and flaws of their families. Women atone for the sins and flaws of their communities. That's why it took women so long to even raise hell about equal rights. Because women are long suffering. Women are more susceptible to trusting off top, unlike men who want you to earn that trust. And women are more prone to just being idealistic in that way. And so I believe she had her hopes up. I believe that she just trusted in God. She trusted in her love. She trusted in his love. And, you know, she trusted that, you know what? The world of celebrity is crazy. Maybe these people got it wrong. Maybe this is a really nice family, because all of this stuff is hearsay. All this drama and controversy is hearsay. And we know that everybody gets dragged in media. I mean, hell, Britain's media is completely honest about the fact that their media is the roughest of the media out of all media. That Britain's tabloids are hard fucking core, bitch. Y'all think y'all know what a Tasha K and a Wendy Williams look like, girl. Britain tabloid media and media make Tasha K and Wendy Williams look like Yahshua on water feeding a homeless bitch. So even Britain's media is honest about the fact that we lie, we exaggerate, we exacerbate, we exaggerate, we are predatorial, we sell papers, we sell stories. Even if that means selling lies. That's what we do. So I can see with all that, honey, she just fell back and said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Hell, what I got to lose? Now they done moved out of UK. I think they in Canada some damn well something now. I don't know where the hell they at. I don't know what Amazon forest they ass is residing in and shit. But ultimately, she still won. Because she got her children, she got her man, and technically, she still gets to claim royal. So the hee-haw is really on that wicked ass Luciferian, baby ankle eating ass, cannibalistic ass, royal goddamn lineage she's now fucking inherited. Oh yes, God. Oh yeah, and she got her money, his money, and they money. Bitch, Meghan Markle is motherfucking winning, bitch. Suicide my asshole. God said, oh no, oh no, oh no, girl. Watch me work. Don't take yourself out just yet, bitch. Watch me work. Watch me work. And now you've been used to martyr on behalf of a system that has been unjust for centuries, for decades, for eons, honey. And God has broken the bow by using Meghan Markle as the martyr. And hell, she got to live through this and survive it. And now she's going to be able to sit back and benefit from now that family being investigated and that family being scrutinized and bringing more awareness that's going to apply more fucking pressure onto all of the weird ass shit going on in the bowels of the royal goddamn family. Push through, Meghan Markle. See, this is what black women do, bitch. Black women come in to offset all the wrong shit, bitch. This is how you know that blackness in Meghan, baby, is real, baby. That righteousness, baby, done had an explosive ass impact on that unrighteous ass system, baby. It's something about putting a black woman in the middle of some shit, baby. It's time to clean it on up, baby. Everything start coming up and out, and for all the right damn reasons. Meghan is the motherfucking GOAT, Tia. The motherfucking GOAT. Nah, that's all I got for y'all today. One of my subbies had asked me to comment on the show and stuff, and here it is, girl. I'm happy that y'all are in the building. I don't know what kind of week this gonna look like, you guys, cause I just I just purchased a laptop charger, but then I broke it again yesterday. So I had to order another one, and it probably won't even get here till Friday. So I'm like, God damn it, damn it, damn it. So I may be getting with you guys by doing this, going live. Or I may peel back this week. I may chill out next week because I want to work on my narcissistic series, which I will be dropping into my Patreon. I'm so excited, you guys, because, baby, we're going to be getting raw and real, honey. I'm going to be, baby, everything I should have did the first time when I spoke about my relationship, when I spoke about the abuse and the craziness that I fucking endured, everything I should have did, I'm going to do in this series. This series is going to be more cohesive, it's going to be more orderly, and I'm going to put it in my Patreon because this particular commentary is going to be so personal for me. I just don't even want to like scoot it in on this channel where all my celebrity shit at, all my fussing and cussing stuff at. Plus this gives victims of narcissistic abuse who want community kind of an opportunity to kind of be a part of community, since my Patreon community is more intimate and smaller than my YouTube audience. So it just give me time to really focus in on people's story versus like putting something like that out on this main platform and dealing with all the comments. Like I wouldn't want to even miss anybody's story. I wouldn't want to miss anybody's comment, anybody's experience. And so I just feel like even for me, I'll be able to be more orderly. I'll be able to be more fucking orderly by putting this on my Patreon. So I'm going to be working on that this week. And yeah, and that's about that. Is there anything else, you guys? Ever since we met why is she always playing the victim? So you know what, she might be, I don't know a lot about Meghan Markle, but maybe now I'll go take a look at kind of her history, because I don't know what the public's perception of her is. I think there's been a few people who even said Meghan herself is a fucking narcissist. I don't know a lot about her. So, you know, I don't have the credentials to speak on her. Excellent commentary. Thank you so much, lovely Shandol. Is there anything else going on, you guys, that we need to talk about? Because I can put it on the docket and I can come back, honey. We can pull up again either tonight or tomorrow or next week. If you guys want my commentary on something, I know it's a lot of shit going on. Just let me know. But I do love you guys. I do want to shout out Lauren, okay, for the motherfucking Cash App. Thank you so much, lovelies. I love you guys. She better stop the victimhood because sharks look. Yeah, well, you know what? Meghan might be an empath. Like unconscious empaths can turn into victims. You know, you either gonna be one or two type of empaths. You either gonna be like the liberated, conscious, woke, I'm my own savior empath, or you're going to be like the victimized, beat up on, I'm always preyed up on, always walking into the wrong shit, always around the wrong ass people, always in, like you're gonna be one. Like you're either gonna be one or the other. So she might be a fucking empath. That might be why. You know? She's attracted all this bullshit. Stacey Dash wanting her black baby! Stacey Dash! Bye! Bye wig. Wherever Omarosa is, you can go rent out a room with her. Whatever boarding house Omarosa got her and her wigs in, baby, I suggest you go find Omarosa's publicist, baby. You get in contact with her. You ask her where she at, baby, because wherever the hell Omarosa ass ran for cover after Donald Trump had done threw her and her goddamn ponytail out on the White House lawn and left her ass for dead, and had the black community not re-invite and reinstate her black card, wherever she at is wherever you can find yourself at. You are not welcome back, baby. Okay? Now, we don't wish death on the coons, but baby, you don't get to reside in the city, girl. You know, the coons, y'all come back, but y'all got to live out on the countryside of the community, bitch. Y'all got to live out on the city limits of the community, bitch. You ain't trustworthy, girl. So y'all don't get that type of proximity to us no more, baby. So whatever is left of the land that's on the outskirts of civilized folk, okay, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. Wherever Omarosa at, wherever Candace Owens at, wherever the rest of the folk at, girl. Lil Wayne, honey, wherever they got their bunkers at, you welcome, but you welcome on the outskirts. The outskirts, honey. It's a no for me. It's a no for me, sis. Application denied. No EBT for you, girl. No housing voucher for you, girl. No WIC, no bologna, no milk, girl. No, only the food pantry for you. You don't get no little Debbie's. You don't get no name brand cereal, bitch. Whatever the food pantry puts in your buggy for the month, girl. That dry ass biscuit bread. Them old ass outdated 2-month-old birthday cakes they have stored in the back, girl. Like, girl, whatever the food pantry put in the buggy, that's all you get per month. Don't you dare buy a Fanta. Don't you dare buy a Mountain Dew. You buy Mountain Who, bitch. Mountain Who. That's what you do. You get to live off of the bare essentials. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Bye, week. And on that note, I'm out. And I love you guys. Later.